Om Shanti. Today we read the Murli, which is Bab Dada's Avtaran yesterday. So it's revised course 15 December 2006. And Bab Dada say, be in embodiment of remembrance and experience image and pass with honor by bringing about transformation in the speed of a second. Today, Bab Dada is seeing there 3 lines of spatial fortune sparkling on the forehead of all the childrens everywhere. Everyone's forehead is sparkling with the lines of fortune. One is the line of fortune of godly sustenance. The second is the line of the fortune of the teachings received from the elevated teachers. The third is the line of fortune of Srimad received from the Sadguru. In fact, all of you have plenty of fortune, but nevertheless, Baba is today seeing these 3 lines, so we all are experienced right now only these 3 lines in our forehead. You are also experiencing the sparkling line on your forehead. Are you not? The most elevated line is the line of sustenance of God's love. Just as the Father is the highest on high, so godly sustenance is also the highest on high. So few of you receive this sustenance because our Baba is the ocean of peace, love, and happiness. So Baba says, our Father is the highest on high in every virtues. So we got the fortune also like that. We also got that sustenance like that. Baba says, all of you have become worthy of this sustenance. This sustenance is received only by you children, only once in the whole cycle. So we are very fortunate soul because we got that kind of sustenance. If you don't receive it now, you can never receive it in the cycle. So only in this confluence age, we got this kind of sustenance. So we are very fortunate. So Baba says, this godly sustenance, God's love and godly attainments is experienced only by a handful of souls out of millions. All of you are experienced. Are you not? Do you have the experiences? You have experienced the sustenance, the study, and also Srimad. You are experienced image. So can you always see this star of fortune sparkling on your forehead? All the lines? Or does the sparkling star sometimes become a little dull? So, Baba asking the question, this sparkling sustenance fortune, it's always be there in the remembrance or in the awareness, in the actions and in the words of us, or it's maybe sometimes. So, Baba says, it should not become dull. If the sparkling star become dull, do you know what the reason is for that? If we are doing Purusharth in some time, so Baba gave the reasons why we remembrance and aware about it sometime, why it's not forever. So Bab Dada saw that the reason is you have not become embodiment of remembrance. You think that you are a soul, but you become an embodiment of the thought. You don't become an embodiment of the awareness. We are just, we're just thinking like that. If I am a soul, I'm a soul, I'm master powerful energy, I'm master powerful soul. But we have to be see ourselves like that, sometime we are taking the swaman self-respect point like that, I'm the angel of peace, I'm an angel of peace, but we are in thinking, but someone is in front of us, and if if we are in the actions, we have to be aware and we have to be feel like that our rays of peace goes into the actions, whatever we are doing. Baba's peace rays is on us every time. So if we feel like that now, then it's worth. We are just thinking like that and we are not working on it. We are not experiment on it. Then we can't experience it. So Baba says, कि Baba saw that कि we are just using in the thoughts but not feel. Baba says, you don't become an embodiment of the awareness so much unless you always remain an embodiment of remembrance. You cannot have power because this awareness bring power. An embodiment of remembrance is an embodiment of power. If we are experiment na, then we got the experienced. If we are experienced, then we are powerful. Because we done na. That's why Baba says, if we are embodiment of remembrance, then we are embodiment of power also. The star of fortune sparkles little. Ask yourself what you are for a longer period. Is it an embodiment of thought or an embodiment of awareness? We are just in on the thought or a thinking process, or we come to the experiments, we come to the experienced. So Baba says, by being an embodiment of thought, you think very well. I'm this, I'm this. We take the self-respect point like I'm master powerful soul. I'm angel of peace. I'm angel of love. I'm a pure energy. So always be thinking like that. but we feel it or we experiment in the actions, then we can change ourselves, we can transform ourselves. We deal with the everyone, we deal with our words and actions like that, as a pure soul. How pure souls see to each other, to someone in front of them, how pure soul can talk. So we just transform ourselves. So that's why Baba says we are just thinking, thought. You think very well, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. But because of not having the awareness, waste thought and ordinary thoughts become mixed in your thinking. In fact, if you are look at it, your eternal form is the form of awareness and the power. When we are in the Paramdham, our eternal form, as in soul, we say Om Shanti. It means I am peace. We say Om Sukh. It means I am prosperous. So Baba says eternal we are that, but we not feel that. So Baba says, but it is the embodiment in the being you too. You receive the reward of having been an embodiment of awareness at this time. So, eternally and originally, you are an embodiment of awareness. And at this time, at the end, and at this time of the confluence age too, you become an embodiment of awareness. Because in this confluence age, Baba awared us and we are practicing it, we experiment. So we also have that kind of attitude, or we also that kind of habits. So that's why Baba says, in the end of the confluence age, we are also become an embodiment of awareness. So in all three aspects of time, at the beginning, eternally, and at the end, you are an embodiment of awareness. So we saw that in the temple, many deities who give the different virtues, the deities of peace, the deities of happiness and prosperity, the deities of the knowledge. So we, at the time of eternal, so we took them. So Baba says, you are not an embodiment of thought, but we are at the embodiment of awareness at these three times, at the beginning, eternally, or at the end. So Baba says, this is why Bap Dada told you earlier too, to become an experienced image at the present time is the elevated stage. You consider yourself to be a soul. You have the godly attainments, but there is a big difference in understanding this and the experiencing it. An experienced image can never be deceived by Maya or experience any sorrow. The game of Maya that you see every now and again, or the game that you even play yourself, are because of the lack of being an embodiment of experience. The authority of experiences is the most elevated. Bab Dada saw that some children thinking about this, but that they have little experience of being an embodiment. So Bab Dada saw us. We are doing Purushat like that. We are just in thinking about the self-respect point. but we are not experienced it. You know, we are not transform ourselves like that. We are not taking the power of experiences. So we have just only the little experience power. So Baba says in today's world, the mighty of soul have become tired of seeing and hearing and wish to have someone attainment through an experience. So they also would like to see the experiences. They would also like to be feel that the experience. You know, they learn many things, that they hear many things, but they have to be feel it. Only those who are experienced can give an experience. An experienced soul will always continue to move forward. They will continue to fly because an experienced soul constantly has a zeal and enthusiasm in an emerged form. They are always in that zeal and enthusiasm. So they are always in flying mode. So check, have you become an image of experience of every point at the time of peace, love, purity, and the power? Hmm? So we are experienced all these things. So Baba says, so check, have you become an image of experience of every point? Is the authority of experience visible in your every action? So Baba put some questions in front of us to check ourselves. First is that we experienced in every point, every virtue, or that virtues come into the actions or not. We experienced in all virtues visibly in actions. Is your every word, is your every word and every thought based on the authority of experience? Or is it simply based on your understanding? Because if we are in the powerful form and we are in the experienced form now, so we can give the power of our authority to others also. They can also transform themselves because of our zeal and enthusiasm, because of our experiences, because of our authorities, our power. They feel that power of transformation in our words, in our actions. So Baba says, one is to understand and the other is to experience. To speak about the point of knowledge for every subject can also be done by outside speakers who give many speeches. However, to become an embodiment of the experiences of every point means to be an enlightened soul. I had one experience with Dadi Janki ji. One jadugar is there, one magician is there in foreign. I didn't remember that place, but in seminar, in one seminar, Dadi also went there, and the magician, uh, he took drishti and he connect with the Dadi's heart, and Dadi give also drishti to him. They are connected. And then the magician says, yes, you are very stable soul. You are very experienced in one point. So when we are giving drishti to someone, we are talking with someone, our power our experiences come true in front of them with our feelings, with our vibrations, with our concentration. So that's why Baba says there are many speakers who give speeches outsiders, but the embodiment of experience, it's by us because we got the sustenance of God. So Baba says we got that lines of fortune because we are the Baba's child. Baba says there are many who have yoga. There are many who sit for yoga. But the experience of yoga means to be an embodiment of power. That's why Baba says the Raj Yoga. It means the ruling and controlling power on us, on our thought, on our decision, and which is very elevated if we are aware. But sometimes we feel ourselves as a simply. So Baba says an embodiment of power is recognized by being also to invoke a particular power that is needed at that time and becoming an embodiment that is the free from obstacles. If everyone power is lacking, if you speak about it but are not an embodiment of it, then you can be deceived at the time. If you need to have the power of balance or tolerance, but you use the power to oppose, you cannot be called yogyuk or an embodiment of experiences. Sometime in the obstacles and in the situation, we need the power of tolerance and we use the power of opposition, opposed it, to face it, then we are not yogyukta. Because which power called that is tolerance, it's not come at that time because we are not connected with the tolerance. So Baba says, or an embodiment of experiences. What would be the sign of your being an embodiment of awareness and embodiment of experience in all four subjects? In your stage, you would have this consciousness of being an instrument. We are nimitta. In your attitude, you would always have pure feelings. When we are in the meetings and we are conversation for the seva or the any topic, so we have to take some kind of decisions. So at that time, we have to be just giving our views but not feel like that ki our views is always being um, very special and it's workful. So that's why Baba taught us. Baba gave the Baba gave marks and the stages also that become, it's always be like the instrument. And in our attitude, you would always have a pure feelings, soul consciousness feelings. And alternate feelings in the atmosphere and in relationship and connections. You would always be humble and your words would be pure and gentle. The specialities would be the natural nature. Hmm? So, which marks giving by Baba? That is first, we always think about us in our consciousness. That is, we are the instruments. Who we are? We are the instruments. It's in our consciousness. And attitude, you would be always having pure feelings, soul consciousness feelings. Then Baba says atmosphere, the vibration in the relation, in the connections. And Baba says we are in the words very humble, very pure and gentle. These specialities would be the natural nature at every moment of one who is an experienced image. That's why Dadi Prakash Maniji always says, Dadi says like that, Dadi would be aware about this. Dadi always says, Dadi says, not they use the word of I, me. So that's why Baba says they have their consciousness that they are the instruments. Their words become gentle, humble, and pure. Their vibrations, connections, and relationship become also pure soul consciousness feelings. So Baba says, these specialities would be the natural nature at every moment of one who is an experienced image. Natural nature. At present, some children sometimes says, I don't want to do this, but it is my old nature. Your nature naturally does that work and you don't even have to think about it. Your nature is naturally doing that work. Just like that, if someone says raise your hand, we can put raise our hand like this. Automatically our head goes up. We don't want to be think. It's in the seconds, you know. That's why Baba says if it is natural, so we have to be practiced on it at the time of actions, at the time of consciousness. Hmm? So Baba says, so check yourself. What is my natural nature? If I have even the slight the slightest trace of my old nature, then by it being used again and again, it becomes a firm sanskar. In order to finish the old nature and old sanskar, even though you want to do this, you are unable to do it. What is the reason for that? You have become knowledgeful in everything, but you don't want something to be happen and yet it happens. So what is the reason for that? There is a little power of transformation. In the majority, it is visible that the power of transformation is lacking. You understand it? You speak about it. And if you were all asked to write or given a lecture on the topic of the power of transformation, then Bap Dada feel that all of you are very clever and you could even give very good lectures and write very well about it too. And it other come, you could also explain to them very well. Don't worry, just transform it. However, you yourself, lack of the power of transformation, and knowing the importance of the present present time. You should not take time to bring about transformation. It is the power of transformation in a second. Because since you understand that something should not happen, and though you understand, if you are unable to transform yourself, the reason for that is that you think about it, but you don't become an embodiment of it. You become an embodiment of those thoughts for a longer period throughout the day, the majority of your leg being an embodiment of awareness and so an embodiment of power. Om Shanti. So, this is the Bap Dada's elevated versions in front of us. So, today we hear about the embodiment of remembrance and the embodiment of experiences, not in our thoughts only, but we have to feel it and experience it and practice again and again in our day to day actions. Bab Dada give also reasons, So we stop here and you can open to chit chat.
Let's have a minute of silence when we reflect on this, and then we can unmute and share. Shanti, my takeaway from today's Murli is just being aware of what fortune we have got at all the three relationships from Baba. And the focus is going to be what embodiment that I am of all the knowledge and all the virtues that Baba has given. So, being an instrument is the first takeaway, to be aware of that is the important point of the Murli that has touched me, and that's going to be my practice for the day. Shanti.
Om Shanti. Uh, One point Bab Dada brought out from this Murli is that the power of embodiment of remembrance is more powerful, is more greater than the power of embodiment of thoughts. So that's the takeaway that Sochta Sarup se now we have to elevate ourselves. I'll elevate myself to Smriti Sarup. That will remain constantly throughout the day and give the power. Om Shanti.
Shanti, to be an embodiment of awareness or remembrance is to be humble and to have elevated feelings in our attitudes and actions. Om Shanti.
One thing is there, Baba says in our consciousness always be that we are the instruments.
Yes, sister, that instrument, consciousness, uh, being an instrument of God, then automatically God's remembrance is there in the consciousness. That whose work, whose task is this, and I am just a mere an instrument, and it's a great task given to me by the supreme authority. So then one becomes light, and then remembrance of God becomes easy. Om Shanti.
So there is something which Girijaban has put on chat. Signs of embodiment of awareness. Stage. I am an instrument. Attitude. Always have pure altruistic feelings and soul consciousness feelings. And in atmosphere, relationships and connection, always humble and pure, gentle words. My natural nature. Jiban, can you just expand to what you continued after towards the last sentence of the chat? Okay, so I have to check that this is my natural nature. That's what you mean?
Yeah, this is the second checklist actually. The first checklist, which Baba already gave, where children ask, like, first I have to check, am I an experience at every point? So if I just go and tell others, see, you have to be soul conscious, you are a soul, it's very easy for me to go and, as the sister rightly said, lecture out to people. But I have to have a self checking, am I that? At every point, Baba is saying, okay, that is, we know it's knowledge, understanding, and practice. I have the knowledge, I understand it, but do I experience it? That was the first checklist. Whatever we speak, whatever we think, whatever knowledge we give, uh, today's world, people want experience, they don't want your knowledge. Similarly, here Baba gives us just 3 points. What should your stage be? What should your attitude be? And what you should be in your, the most important, the third part, in my relationships and connections. Because what we do, it's what to do, it's not, I didn't want to do it, ye mera purana samskar hai, purana nature hai. No, I have to check my natural, eternal, old form. Baba has said, you have forgotten your original form. This is what I wanted. Then, as Baba later said in the second part of the Murli, which we have not gone through, transformation. Parivartan, parivartan, and not in a minute. Like Baba is saying, you have seen motor in a minute, now it should be motor in a second. Parivartan, parivartan in a second. I think that is mind boggling. In a second. And for that, when Baba is saying, you are godly students, you are doing. And today, if you also see, sister, these 3 lines of fortune, ये sustenance के लिए Baba, instead of saying blessings, use the word Shrimat, godly Shrimat. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Am I audible now?
Yes, Sanjay, you're audible. Om Shanti.
Baba in yesterday's Murli put stress on that should not be only Sochta Swarup, we should be Smriti Swarup. That is, it should come in awareness. We say Om Shanti. That is in verbose. We speak out Om Shanti. Om, as we generally see, and we bifurcate in U and Ma, that is Acharan, Ucharan, and Mansa. Here, Baba, in yesterday's Murli, is telling that the things are coming in your Mansa should get translated into Vacha and should also get translated into Acharan, action. And if it comes, that it means that you are becoming Smriti Swarup, so Samarthi Swarup. Because good things and thoughts are good, but it is better when it comes in Vacha, and it is best when it comes in action. Is the outcome of Smriti Swarup, so Samarthi Swarup. And when it is Smriti Swarup, that is, one is aware of what to be done and does it. And after that, and when it is done, as per as the thoughts, just like I am a soul, is in thought, is an information, then it comes in thought, then in the Smriti, and when we really become soul conscious, we are connected to Baba and we get the virtues of Baba. That is, after getting it, we become Samarthya Swarup. And when we are Samarth, then the transformation, it doesn't take minutes, it takes seconds for transformation that Baba actually put stress on yesterday's Murli. So we have to become Palna Swarup. Palna, as Baba says, that you have to become Anubhavi Swarup, Anubhavi of that Palna, Anubhavi Murat of Padhai, Anubhavi Murat of Srimat. And Baba says that unless and until you become a Smriti Swarup, you cannot be Samarth Swarup. And Baba wants that we children should be Anubhavi Swarup, because unless and until we are having that experience, we cannot make others experience it. Because Baba says people are now fed up, or they don't want any more suggestions in words or in Vani, they want an experience. As we also know that when we experience anything, जब हम कुछ अनुभव कर लेते हैं, it is very difficult to forget. It becomes in our natural swarup that yes, suppose if a person is asked that what is the taste of sugar, and he has never tasted sugar, and he has got that information that sugar is sweet, he tests that sugar is sweet. But when he has tasted sugar and he has found that yes, then he can realize what is sweetness. Then he can make others understand that what is sweetness in a better way. So Anubhavi Murati, Anubhavi, if a person is really Anubhavi, it is said, जहाँ ना पहुंचे रवि वहां पहुंचे कवि, और जहाँ ना पहुंचे कवि वहां पहुंचे अनुभवी. That means the Anubhavi or the experienced person has more penetration. That is, he will make others also experience. And when a person experiences, that means He has not only understood it, but he has also accepted it. And when there is acceptance, the things becomes very easier that he comes and joins this mission of Baba. And it is said that पहले तो पहचान होती है, फिर और आगे करीब आते हैं, and then people become child of Baba. इस तरह से हम बाबा के बच्चे बन जाते हैं. As we also experience, first we came to Baba, experience the love of Baba, experience the affection of Baba. और जब मोहब्बत हो जाती है, what happens? Things become easier, सहज हो जाता है. And in that process, whatever Baba says, we pay heed on that. And कब हम बाबा के बन गए, कब सेंटर पे पहुंच गए, कब बाबा पर फिदा हो गए और कब बाबा के बन गए, पता ही नहीं चलता है. That means this process of transformation, although it takes time, but ये टाइम का पता ही नहीं चलता है, क्योंकि मोहब्बत में है, समय का पता नहीं चलता है. तो that Baba says today, transformations would be not in minutes, but in seconds. Yesterday was 15th of December, right? So it was my Alaukic birthday, and what I felt that I completed my 17 years in Baba's lap. I feel that it is only 17 days. That is the magic of Baba's love. The transformation do take place when you are with Baba, because Baba means जादूगर. Baba means जादूगर. कांटों को फूल बना देना. What is this? This is magic that Baba tells. When you are Sochta Swarup, okay, the extension of Sochta Swarup, you have to become Smriti Swarup. An extension of Smriti Swarup is Samarthi Swarup. That's what Baba wants us. Experience it and make other experience. Om Shanti.
Rakhiben, can I ask Namrata sister a small question?
Yes, you can, sister.
See, आप है ना देखेंगे even in the beginning when Baba spoke about the 3 lines, the 3rd line सदगुरु का हर बार it always comes blessings. हमारे अंदर ना बेजा में ऐसा ये हो गया sustenance, inheritance, blessings. And even in the याद प्यार which Baba gave yesterday, कल का याद प्यार डबल याद प्यार था. इट वॉज अ वेरी लॉन्ग याद प्यार. वहां भी बाबा क्या बोलते हैं कि बच्चे गॉडली सस्टेनेंस, गॉड्स लव, गॉड्स स्टडी एंड गॉड्स श्रीमत. ये नई बात निकले ना तो मेरे को whenever this, just to put it in my intellect, can you just say ये जो नया गॉड श्रीमत यहाँ भी मेंशन किया है बिगनिंग में भी, what is your opinion on that? Thank you, sister.
It's that God's love, God's study, and Srimad, which is we have to be, Baba said, believed in that point. When Srimad comes, it means to be this is the power in the situations, what Baba says, and we become elevated. That's why Baba noticed that God's Srimad, it's very powerful. It's not simple and ordinary, but it's elevated, God's versions. So we have to be believed on that, and we have to be come into the actions also. So that's why Baba again and again give attention on that word, that is Shrimad. It means to be believed. That is Nishya Buddhi. That's why it's come through the blessings. If we are Nishya Buddhi, then it's come to Baba's place. So we can experience this very easily.
Om Shanti, I would like to add to what Sister said. See, Baba actually wants transformation, and transformation can be done in many ways. But the best way of transformation is Srimad. As Baba says, as should be the transformation. Transformation can be done in a turbulent way also. Transformation can be done in the streamlined way also. The streamlined way is the Srimad, because Baba knows the past, present, and future. What is the outcome of any action? Baba is aware of that. So when Baba gives the Srimad, that is the best way of doing that work. As you see, the word Srimad, S, it stands for how we should uh, execute the Srimad, how the Srimad should be translated into real deed. We can understand in such a way that, see, the Srimad, SRIMAT, right? S is for soul conscious. You have to be soul conscious, and when you are soul conscious, you are connected with Baba. That is R. You will become Ruhani. R is you will become responsible. R is you will become reliable, and I, you start doing introspection in place of inspection. And when inspection takes place, when introspection takes place, the another letter M, you start doing the purusharth of man manabha madhyaji bhava. And then in that process, the another letter A, you adorn yourself with divine virtues. And the last letter T, transformation. So Baba wants transformation in this way and in the process of Srimad, because when we'll do transformation as like Srimad, the success is guaranteed. Om Shanti.
Nidhi, let's move to meditation.
Yes. Om Shanti. As Baba's Srimad, we introvert ourselves. We saw ourselves as a star, a soul of embodiment of remembrance. Baba realized us. And we visualize ourselves very fortunate in this confluence age, in Baba's canopy, in Baba's sustenance. I feel that might and the golden light within me. From Amrit Vela tonight, I am the God's child who fortunate with the sustaining of God. And I filled myself with the sustenance, light and might. Now, I look at myself as in the angelic form of God that is filled with the light and might of study. I saw myself in front of Bap Dada in the subtle world, which is very pure, where Bap Dada's drishti, their mighty rays who decorates me, with the virtues, in dharana, I feel myself. It is natural flow, peace, love, power, purity. I'm not only knowledgeable about me, but I deeply recognized it in the form of virtues, in the form of action. And now, I went to the Paramdham, that is my sweet home. There my beloved Baba is there. And I saw myself in the real consciousness, at my real home, with my real father. I feel myself with the might and the light of Srimad. I am a fortunate soul who took these three blessings. One is the God sustaining. Second is the teacher study. And the third is the Srimad of Satguru. These three tilak I put on my forehead. And I sit in this body as an instrument of Baba, who reflect these three signs of blessings. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Namrata Ben. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a lovely day.